We haven't actually been inside the cabin before. It smells like moisture.
This one was the problem child tire. Put the chain on backwards.
So it appears that the sink is leaking. Yay. This is gonna be the nastiest thing ever. Not interested in doing any of this cleaning. But I've got to fill rat holes so we can move out of our hotel.
Oh God, oh Lord.
Probably should have read the giant warning label that was. Well, it's all rock.
We survived our first night in the cabin and I didn't hear any mice. So thankful. So grateful. The weather was awesome too. We don't have AC, but we do have a wood burning stove, and we didn't even have to turn the stove on last night. It's been pretty steady between 70 and 60 degrees. So I'm thrilled. We're gonna be staying out here from now on.
Yeah, most of them. All right, so the other day I went to go try to find a place to put the footers on this guy, and we're on a big piece of rock. Figured why not use it. So we've cleared off. We'll probably have to clear a little more before we put forms down, but we've cleared the area with the leaf blower and whatnot, and hands, as you can see. Ed demonstrating. Thank you, Ed. And then I got some Sika anchor adhesive, one piece of number 4 rebar, and then way too big of a sonotube, but I figured why not. I don't necessarily think I need the 12-inch diameter, but they'll just be short. They won't be really high. But in any case, I'm going to drill. Got the SDS over there. I'm going to drill down, stick some rebar in, adhesive it, and then we'll run string line on the rebar after it sets. Should only take about 5 minutes to set. And we'll cut those to level. We'll set our forms to that height. And then when we place our apparatus wet set into the forms, the bottom of the ties, which I forgot to bring up here, the bottom of the ties will sit directly on the rebar, and that'll set our height. And then we don't have to mess around necessarily with a level. We can, you know, move it around as needed, but we'll have the ability to do that. Let's get to it.
Let's see what these guys got done today. It's Wednesday, which means we've been here for about a week and a half putting around doing this stuff. And to be honest, I think we've spent more time driving from place to place, picking things up and that kind of thing than we have working on things. But they seem to be rolling now. That's starting to look like a water tower.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's raining today. We got the tower up yesterday evening. I haven't transferred the tote up there yet. It's still raining, and it's still dark outside. Megan left with Wade to go drop him off with the grandparents to go have fun because they're, they're on vacation. Anyway, so doing interior. We got 2 stud cavities here. This is the furthest one. Like that's the corner right there, outside corner. The overhead, like the porch roof ends like here somewhere. So I can't really put it on this one. More like on line with this. That way I can also strap the plumbing to it. So I can't mount the water heater in this one because she'll be getting wet. I checked. Since we're raining now, I know that it's not going to rain or leak because that stupid polycarb roof. They did a steel roof, and then they did a gutter, and then they did a poly roof. So of course it leaks between the two because it's not one roof. So eventually we'll probably fix that. At the very least, lap the poly roof, get rid of the gutter, and lap the poly roof underneath the steel, so at least it flows one way. So we're going to put the water heater right here. So that gives me a total width of 25 and a quarter. Cool. So I need 2 pieces at 25 and a quarter, or 25. And then I'll measure down from the mounting ears to, I'll have to put the elbow on there and kind of get an idea of where the center line of that nipple that's coming through the wall is in relation to the height of, or the height difference between that and the mounting holes on the bottom. So I know how much, where to put the blocking compared to where the, you know what I'm saying? All right, nicotine break. I gotta go get some nicotine out of my truck. Be right back. Okay, Sharpie. That a little bit. That's dead nuts right there. Oh. Shit. It's splitting. Damn it. You telling me I have to pre-drill these? Seriously? That's such a pain. Let me see if I have screws or drill bits. Not in there. Alright, found my bits. So, we'll have to pre-drill these. Super annoying. my screws aren't long enough. So either I wait for people to show up with stuff, or I drill more holes in the wall. I mean, there's so many screw holes that they like pulled out. I'm thinking about just using the 6-inch timber lags I got. Catch a stud with that. I only need one per side. Let's go see where it's sticking out. Hello.
Hey, dude. So, do I need to go to a plumbing supply, or do you know where you want me to go here in town?
You might be able to get it from Powell's, or you could try Eureka. Just don't go to a Chords. The Chords in Eureka sucks. Okay. As you can see from my floating bit driver, impact driver, whatever you call these things, I'm in a stud. The angle thing was just a function of these screws being too small. So I can go straight in. My measurements were not wrong. I'm not too much of an idiot. Ow. I say that. Okay. So, let's see if this is going to drill through without making a huge mess. All right, so it's really nasty outside. It's like 40 something and raining. So we're gonna do inside stuff, which I need to do anyway. To this point, we got a down rod that goes down to fill, like essentially the stock tank filler, the bathtub filler. Valve right there comes up, ball valve right here, and then shower head. We're gonna run the stock tank lengthwise this way. That way I don't have to cut out the floor plate down here in this. It is 2x4 by 1, and this is 4 feet, but it's a little bit less than 4 feet at the floor, right? That alleviates that problem, and then we can use this side over here for shelves. We can put our stuff on that, because 288 square feet, we are tiny home living, okay? We 1/2 inch from exit of the water here all the way to the sink, and then we'll neck down, I think, to 3/8 for the standard like faucet lines, right? The cold water line will also come through the wall. I'll do that. And that's gonna be PEX the whole way, thank God, because PEX is so much easier to deal with. Water tower footings are probably still curing days later, because it started raining the night we poured, and it hasn't let up since. It's just been kind of off and on, and it's gotten colder. Those are going to take a while before I'm like happy with putting water up there. Plus, why would I put water up there when I have no connection to here? So here we are. Got the hot water from underneath the sink and the faucet set. As you can see, it's just kind of up here. It's just hanging down. It's not a big deal. The valve's facing that way, so I can't really like screw it to the wall because then I won't be able to turn the valve. So, in any case, that is on. And then we're going down here. And then we go to that hole over there through the sheet metal. And then I got double clamps, opposing double clamps right there to keep her from moving and touching the sheet metal, and then another one right here to tuck her against the wall, and then one there, and then I'll do my 90 there, boom, up, boom, over to here, right? So that's cool. We're gonna go back, look at this mess, you know what I'm saying? That's all on me and Megan, so it'll get there. She's looking at furniture today, so we can actually start putting stuff away a little better. Otherwise, we just kind of run ragged each day, and sleep is important, people. And then, wow, this lighting makes my eyebrows look like I got a Neanderthal brow. That might be dirt. Oh, that is. Nope, that's just the lighting. Wow. I'm losing my mind. I'm kidding. All right. Well, let's get her going.
We are one mirror down. The road looks like this. And it's supposed to keep raining like all night and then finish tomorrow. And I really don't know how we're going to make it back up this driveway. Hopes, prayers, dreams.
Oh, there I am. All right. So 39, looks like. Yeah, just about. 30, 38. Minus an inch. How long is this? Yeah, 37. So this is going to be our cold water in. It'll come straight across, boom, straight over to the big one I've been doing over here. And then that stays 1 inch, like I said, all the way to the sink. Yeah. People having fun in the background. Good. At least it frees up our fingers. Wade's putting all of the ring-shaped objects on everyone's fingers to include the, what do you call it, expansion sleeves for these guys. So, I'm happy that my plumbing is enjoyed by somebody. Luckily, I stashed some from out his reach, so I can still work. I always have such a hard time unbending these things without like a pipe or something. There we go. A little piece of pipe. Slide it in there away from where the joint is so I don't scratch it up, ruin the seal. It'd be better if I use a smooth pipe, but alright. Looks pretty good. That'll do. It's like I planned these clamps or something. I got exactly the amount I need, which will probably bite me in the butt, like everything else that I buy in exact quantity. I'll probably end up needing more at some point. That's a problem for another day.
Sunday, we shouldn't even be working.
That's right. No. Please don't do that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Catching it by that. There it is there. All right. push it down. Like, oh, there you go. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hold on. Okay, turn it towards, push the end that you're pushing on towards the door, the front door. Other way. Okay, now push. Keep going. More. Like you were doing. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Oh, is that as far as it goes? With the angle facing towards the other plumbing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. We got our cold water in. So this guy will have a T on him. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to have to do the T, because I did kind of put it near that guy, which is my cold water in for the water heater. But I'll figure that out. 3.5 inches, I have to verify, but I'm pretty sure 3.5 inches is the minimum cut for the Oopnor stuff for 1 inch. So that's cutting it pretty close. If I go straight out and up, I might have to go kind of an odd setup here in order to get the valve and yeah. But for now, I'm gonna hook up the inside, get that done, and then I'll spend a little bit of time out here. But yeah, we're working on a Sunday. He knows why. So, all right. So, day 15 of doing plumbing or something. I don't know. It seemed like I do a little bit of plumbing, and then I have to drive a bunch of places, and I do a little bit of plumbing, and it continues from there. I got to put down some waterproofing membrane in the shower area, along the floor and such. So I'm going to do that first, after I mark my hole and drill my hole and stuff in the floor and in the tub for the drain. That way that can dry while I do stuff outside. Just got to do the 2 valves outside, one for the water main going to the sink, directly to the sink for cold, and then the other one going to the water heater, from both of them from the tower up top, right? I'll get those done while this is drying, and then if it's still drying when I come back inside, I might just go up the hill, work on my little adapter thing from Amazon for the IBC tote to 1/2 inch MPT, and get that all set up. And if I come back in and it's still not dry because it's cold in here, I don't know, I'll start running the full 100 plus feet of line to that. Megan's out running errands. If she can track down a bunch of pool noodles in the wintertime, then I need a bunch of pool noodles in the wintertime, or a cheaper alternative to the plumbing store's insulation, which is essentially a small pool noodle. They wanted like almost $10 a stick, and like 5 or 6 foot sticks. I'm like, no, hell no, that's ridiculous. Hopefully we have a solution for that, because otherwise it's gonna freeze probably. So so it's not pretty, but it's done. I kept chasing like little tiny cuts to try to get it straight. This one's a little long, this long side right here. The long side's long. It's not a big deal. We'll be okay. I'll probably put some treated wood through the wall here or into the stud or something like that and hold it nicely. Keep it from moving and pulling on all this stuff, especially on the water heater side, because this is most fragile. It literally has like a little screw on BSP thread, which is why I threw thread tape on it, even though it's BSP, 3/4 BSP going into MPT. And I don't got time to wait for an adapter. If it leaks, I'll get an adapter. But otherwise, yeah. It comes with adapters that go into garden hoses, which I'm not using garden hose. Yeah, we're done in here, or we're done out here, I mean. Let's go check in there and see if the stuff's dried. I've had to leave the doors open, or the door open and the windows open, so it's probably not dry, because cold. Dooba-dooba-doo. Doesn't smell too much in here. I think maybe it did dry off enough. Let's see. Let's try over here. Oh, these are dry. That's dry. Dry. The thick part's a little tacky. That's okay. Yeah. But the thin stuff that I thinned out, or the thin stuff I thinned out, the stuff I rolled thin is dry. Nothing's on my knees. Cool. I think at this point we're good to start trying to finagle this flooring in place. Yay.